um, for Summer to have someone, and all of these other missing kids as well, that cares like that, like that. She really, really sends up the support at the end of the night, and I am so grateful. And she's a great mod, beautiful mod. Hey, blessings to all from uh, Tulsa, Arizona. Hey, girl, good to see you in here, Peanut Shell. God bless. God bless. You're something right now where I would probably like to be. Hey, Carrie, how you doing? Hey, beautiful PG Mods chat. Good to see you all. Much love. And yeah, she is. She's got one great army. She's got a beautiful army.
What up for all day?
What
are you doing?
Absolutely amazing army. That truly care about her. I mean, they have really went the extra miles, for this little girl. And I think they're going to go the duration to get justice and Summer found and brought home and things done the way it's supposed to be done. I think they're going to, go the whole duration in this. And Summer is one lucky little girl to have so many voices gathering as one on her behalf. She's so lucky to have so many people who truly love her and congregate for her night after night after night, wanting her to be found. If we could just get law enforcement to congregate like that, right? And some of these suspects to congregate and start telling the truth, I think she could be found, brought home, and justice served, right? But I'm telling you, we serve a powerful God. He can congregate whoever he wants to, and I'm sure when he wants to, he will.
What up, Nova?
Pandu can, well, I don't think I have to tell you guys what he could do, but
tell me.
He can stream all he wants to. He can stream all he wants to, because anybody that wants to stream PG, it is more than welcome. Stream me, please do, because the people out there are going to, see Summer. They're going to hear about Summer. They're going to learn a lot about Summer's case. No. And if it gets in the right hands and the right ears, her case could be solved.
No,
she could be brought home and justice could be served.
The only thing they're going to learn is
so
lies.
I'm not going to stop anyone from from getting Summer out there even farther than she is here
now.
And that's a blessing. It
happens.
One thing I've learned about evil, there's always good. Nothing but good comes out of evilness. Nothing but good. Right? And it might be that one string that he does that gets the ball rolling in the right direction and gets Summer brought home and justice served upon these evil beings. And
I don't care what you think, like,
please stream. All right, stream it. Go ahead. I have no problem with that. Right? I mean, and Can's got time to be somewhere else on another creator's channel talking about PG, right? But she ain't got time to be talking about her missing daughter, Summer Moon Utah Wells, right? What the hell's wrong with her? What the hell's wrong with her? Why don't she talk about Summer? Why don't she talk about June 15th, 2021, when she came off that hill the second time and went chasing Chad Arnold out of Ben Hill Road onto Beach Creek? Why don't she talk about that? Why doesn't she talk about what went down at the swimming hole? Why she turned the camera off when Hunter entered the water the way he did? Why don't she talk about, why Hunter's trying to be dry when we know he was wet, just like Summer in the back seat, sure. Right?
Whatever you say.
Tell her where in the hell's the black tote she's talking about, because those brown boxes
that's
next to Summer with the milk. Why don't she talk about some of this? Why doesn't Candace talk about these things
I don't want
instead of PG? Right?
No.
I'm going to tell you the person ain't going to be missed. Is an evil bitch like her, right?
Nice.
Is an evil bitch like her. Yeah, I will repeat it twice. Because she is an evil bitch. I mean, her and Dom Wells, she abused 2 children up in freaking Wisconsin. She abused another one, right? Well, she was carrying it with illegal substances over in Arkansas, according to her bestest friend, Lisa J. We know she abused the hell out of 4 more over in Tennessee with all the witnesses that came forth. Let's see, Fred and Laura, Jody Sue and Andy, even the Light brothers. Matter of fact, anyone and everyone that was around there, talks about how bad a parents they were, right? Okay. So, what has she ever done good? What has she ever done good?
Intimidating my son. That is awesome.
I can't think of a damn thing she's ever done good. All she cares about, she's selfish, self-centered, and self-seeking. Only worries about herself. Her little girl was screaming in a 911 call.
Sure.
Was coming at her. Right? Daddy was coming at her in the wrong way, or she wouldn't have been screaming like that. And Mommy didn't care. Mommy charges for a new vehicle, right? Mommy took a bride and went showering with the little girl.
No.
Jose demanded
So no, she
he
was
take him
not.
out of that what was going on that he didn't like. And it must have been something awful. Or he wouldn't have been demanding. He said, I will get her town myself and take her out if you don't, Candace. And they send him away. Candace drops the charges, gets herself a new vehicle, and allows Donald to proceed.
Allie was on substances when she gave
what the 911 call was all about, right?
As far as I know of, anyway.
To run her mouth on someone else.
I don't think she was.
Not me, Ben, right?
But don't quote me.
Oh, hell to the no. Don't even go there. Don't go there. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a single mom. Raising my kids. And I'm going to tell you what, my ass gets up every day. I get up every day and I work. I work every single day. I clean my house. I take care of my kids.
Well, now we know why you're fucking. How's Albert doing?
I don't sit around and let no likes of Dom Wells use and abuse my babies up.
Sure. Whatever you say, PG.
I don't need some man paying bills. I pay my own damn bills.
No, you don't. The internet does.
Right?
Stupid.
I'm a good mom.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm an excellent mother.
Yeah, far from it.
One of the damn best. You bet your ass on that one. I tell you that right now. Women like me wouldn't let Dom Wells smell where they took a piss, right? We got more brains than that. We don't drag in leftovers, right? So I don't want to hear Candace. That woman right there, she sold her kids out. She sold little Summer out for that red vehicle, which is no longer running, to my understandings. Done got ran into the ground, right?
Hey, fat over. Exactly. Like, dude, I'm
according to Don, Candace, and everybody else up there, all the suspects, Summer's in the ground too. Summer's in the ground as well. Right?
I could care less what she's saying other than, you know.
And a lot of people, you know, are saying, where's grandma? Where's grandma?
It don't
Is
matter
grandma
where
no
grandma
longer with
is.
us? Yeah, grandma is with us. She sure is with us.
It don't matter where
she looks older. She's, you know, she lost a lot of weight there.
No, I don't.
And she looks, you know, looks a hell of a lot older.
Like being nosy, and I'm a dick.
But she's still with us. Yes, she is. Still with us. Still hiding. Still hiding. You know, why is Grandis always hiding? What she got to hide from? Right there shows a mission of guilt.
No, it don't.
It's a mission of guilt when you're hiding the way you do. Right?
Fuck.
It's a mission of guilt when you come out here and you want to talk about everybody else but your daughter who's missing.
Okay. One don't have anything to do with the other, stupid bitch. You know.
Candace wants to come back out and show her face. I don't know how she shows her face out here in public. She knows what she did. That's my opinion. She knows exactly what she did to her daughter. She knows how she, you know, how she turned on her own little girl. Pro Donnie Wells, right? To let Donnie Wells use and abuse this child. And Candace was, you know, Candace was right there. To my understandings, from what Jody Sue says, Candace was right there using and abusing them kids too.
But she had health.
I heard it actually from what Jody Sue said. Candace was the one buying stuff off of Andy Bernard in order to sedate those little girls, including Summer, so they could be touched. That was Candace. I didn't hear Dom was doing it. Lies. I heard Candace was.
Lies and more lies.
I heard Candace was meeting up at a storage unit with people that seem to have an overload of humans in the back of a freaking Penske truck.
No, there wasn't an overload of humans in the back of any Penske truck, but okay.
I heard Candace was the one down on Ben Hill. I'm running around to the neighbors talking about little kids being in the back of a van, and if they wanted to, they could come down and purchase one real quick.
Lies. Manufactured bullshit.
I heard all that about Candace, right?
Hey,
and she has the audacity to drag herself out here, her sloth self out here.
Crisco, thank you for popping in.
And talk about somebody. And what's wrong with Day Day? What's wrong with Day Day? Why ain't Day Day asking her about Summer? Why ain't Day Day asking her about her daughter, about the black toad, about all the things that's being said? Why ain't Day Day asking her some questions about June 15, 2021? I'll tell you why, because she's afraid to. She's afraid to. She's too busy with her lips puckered up to freaking, ask the hard questions.
Yeah, we're all
She's too worried about losing herself a friend. Who wants a friend like that?
Dirty bitch.
Who wants a friend that uses and abuses children? Who wants that? And that's my opinion. They use and abuse children. How can you be friends with someone that did so bad in Wisconsin and did so bad over in Arkansas and really did horrible in Tennessee? How can you be friends with that? How can you support that? Who are you to be supporting that type of evilness?
I'm evil. I'm as evil as they get. There you go.
That's my question.
Fuck you.
I'm going to tell you something. Day Day ain't got no backside.
Sure she does.
She ain't got no back. She ain't got no freaking spine. It's all jelly. It's all jelly if you ask me. That's my opinion. I'm going to keep it.
Listen, you guys are a bunch of fucking scumbags. There you go.
These people turn my stomach. They turn my stomach. They don't stand up for righteousness. For some reason, they think they're going to get into a pearly gate. They ain't getting into nothing. They ain't getting into nothing because they don't know how to stand strong for the truth. They don't know how to stand strong and get the truth. These people don't want the truth.
Really consider going.
They're just sorry. They're just sorry.
I did not.
Sorry freaking human beings, a waste of skin and bone, if you ask me. That's my opinion too. I'm going to keep it. Right?
Yup. Sure.
They want
All
to set,
babies, we're living life.
oh,
Sure.
you got to forgive. You got to forgive. Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you something. I do forgive them, but I want to see justice served on them too.
Good luck.
I want to know where Summer's at. I want Summer brought home. I want the law to do its job. That's what I want. I want my taxpayer dollars put to the test.
Sure, we're all shitting ourselves. No, we're
Right.
not, but okay. My device unexpectedly stopped working. How can a mother be okay with her friends making videos?
But you know, since it got us on the subject of grandma, old Grandis,
supposedly
right?
being deceased, how is that?
Since it got us on the subject of her, I decided, you know what? I'm going to bring some information. I'm going to bring some information out here tonight. So let's get started.
Because it won't be.
Someone went
It was
swimming
never
that
offered
day
to us.
at the horse stables, I believe it was.
We need to use common sense.
At the horse stables, I believe it was. You were supposed to be sitting in the damn car.
All full of kids.
You were supposed to be sitting in the vehicle, and you've been to the horse stables many times with Allison and Candace and all of them, rolling the boats and hanging out. You've been to all of those places. You've been living in Tennessee, Granny, for freaking years and years now. You came up there right after Dawn's mother passed away, or right before. You probably was there before she even passed away, but you definitely right after the woman met her maker, you showed up. And you've been there ever since. You've been up there when you've been anywhere.
Fucking backstabbing.
And you know all of that territory like the back of your hand, because that's all you and Candace do is run around looking for one dark hole or another to go hide in with these kids and other people that you can lay on or hug up or put your hands upon in disgusting ways, is what it seems. That's my opinion too. I'm going to keep it just gross.
Your opinions don't mean shit.
And then we come back, and I went in my camper, and
I can run my mouth,
after we brought my groceries in for me, and the boys helped with that. And
this is the back door. This is supposed to be the basement door, the back, what they call the back door. It actually is the front of the house, but they're going to call it the back. So, you know, okay, that's what they want to do. Because I know for a fact that Don Wells calls the kitchen door, which was the back door, until they covered it over and put in the new door back there. That was the back. He called, the basement door, the basement door. They didn't even have a front door. They didn't call any door a front door. They called that the basement door, and the other one, the back door.
Okay.
But okay. If they want to say, if they want to try to change it up now, we can do that. We can do that. But still, right there is a mother freaking door to her camper where her ass was sitting on June 15th, 2021, when Summer supposedly went back in that house, which is bullshit if you ask me. Because I don't think she ever got off the milk jugs, to be perfectly honest with you, until they put her in the black tote that they stuck back up in there. And Candace went down to Fred's place to meet up with Chad Arnold and drive over, in my opinion, to Morrison Cemetery and do what they did before they even contact law enforcement. And they thought they got away with it because it was the perfect crime. But I don't think they're getting away with it now.
Sure.
Right. I don't think they're getting away with it. And I think that's why Candace has got her ass back out here, because she's all, all nervous and thinking that she's going to have supporters once they go there and start looking into that, possibly find Summer. And I don't think anybody's going to be supporting her if they pull Summer up out of that grave.
Be funny
if they actually pull Summer up out of that grave site. I don't think the Wells are going to be supported ever again.
Sure.
By no one, not even Tim Mullins, to be honest with you.
Whatever you say.
And I think at that particular time,
There's a body.
Andrew's boy is going to be going to prison because Candace ain't going to go down without telling on Hunter for actually committing the crime.
Fucking God.
Because that'll keep her from getting, that'll keep her from the sentence. He's dead, right? Because he's the one that did the dirty deed. It doesn't matter what someone tells you to do. If you do it, then that's on you. Basically,
Fire.
In the eyes of the law, see
in the eyes of the law, you're dead wrong, and they don't give a fuck what you say.
So, with that being said, Hunter's going up for probably life or worse.
No, he's not.
And Candace is, Candace probably going to get a slap on the wrist
Hunter ain't
for
going
telling everything.
Stupid fuck.
And maybe, probably not even like the rest of them people around there, right? Not even a year or whatever, get out. Well, Hunter's, sitting there forever in a day. Knowing Candace, she's going to be, he went out there and I don't know what happened.
Seriously.
He just like lost his temper or something. And I was trying to get out there to it, but he already did what he did. And, I couldn't stop him and I was worried. And to be honest, I was kind of afraid to tell. And, she's going to put it all in that family and how bad his family is and how scared up she was. And she's going to let him take the whole fall. When, when this all comes to light. And Andrew, well, he'll be, over there running off, right? He'll be looking like this shit right here, running off his mouth like he always does. Right?
Whatever you say, sweetheart.
Talking about, she turned on my boy. She turned on my boy. That was BS. She turned on my boy. Everybody knows it was her. Everybody knows it was her and on. And, then this whole story's going to change and nobody's going to want to hear it. Right? Nobody's going to want to hear it because that's what he does. That's what he does.
Yeah, Miss
always talking through his teeth, right?
Actually, and I can't.
Always talking through his teeth, and he has to because look at
that's the fuck.
You roll a bowling ball through there.
It's called the
one for PG. He have no content. That's true. That's true. And look at him. That dude's just a.
Sure.
Yeah, I took this picture of him yesterday. I seen him yesterday.
No, you didn't.
I saw him yesterday in New York City. I seen him yesterday, snapped this picture of him because he was, he's out in public. I said, hey, that's Andrew. Snapped this picture of him.
Fucking God, dude. It's a fucking idiot.
I wanted to show it to you guys. I wanted to show you guys what he really looked like, right? What he looks like now. There it is, right there.
This fucking bitch.
What can I say?
I don't know how many times I gotta tell her. I am in the Adirondacks, not in the fucking city.
And of course, and
Jensen, what the fuck?
I laid down and sleep, and I got up and I was sitting in my doorway, and we come out, and Candace asked me what I was doing. I said, well, we got to transplant these little cactuses into bigger pots. And
then we brought the crochet and put them down. And then Mom, she went to her house, put her stuff away.
See that? Mom went and took her own stuff. Mom took her own crap into Mom's camper. The boys didn't help Mom. The boys were was helping themselves because they were hungry. And they wanted to grab that stuff. They wanted to get it back into the house. They came running out there. They seen their sister in the vehicle. They was grabbing everything. They figured their sister was going to get out, and be running around like she always does, right? Like she always does up there. And they wasn't thinking about her. They was thinking about getting that food in the house and getting as much of it as they could because they hadn't ate probably for 2 or 3 days. They probably hadn't had nothing more than a freaking dollar store pizza and some water over the last 3 days. They were starving. They were hungry, and they wanted something to eat. And they was in there, raiding those bags, and trying to get what they could. and and playing that, and went back to playing their game machine, and they had no idea if their sister was anywhere um in the house or outside, or where she went after they went out and grabbed all the stuff from the vehicle to take in the house and raid, so they could
Dude, it's
get some
just getting
nourishment
fucked, man.
that they hadn't had in a long time. That's what they were busy doing. They wasn't thinking about summer. They were thinking about their
Oh my
stomachs.
God.
And
Because
Candace
you
and
were there,
Brandis
right?
knew that. That's why they stopped by that store.
Ah, you're
They
funny.
stopped by that
Good
store,
luck.
so that those kids, they knew exactly what would go down when they got back home with some food.
Good luck, sweetie. Can't prove shit and you fucking know it.
And Grandma and Candace, Candace came back over to the trailer, hanging around Granny, talking about what they was going to be doing. I believe they put Summer in a black tote, because Candace slipped up and talked about it. I believe they put her in that black tote, put it in
Sure,
that
whatever you
seat
say.
where the brown
Fucking
boxes
pig.
was, and Candace went off the hill, went down, met up with Chad Arnold, and followed him out, and in my opinion, over to Morrison Cemetery. That's my opinion. Just saying.
I don't
Right?
know. I wasn't privy to that information, Pizza.
It is what it is. And and I always know when I'm touching home base, right? I always know when I'm touching home base, because you got these people grouping up. You got Andrews coming out, really invested in it. You got Andy's and Jody Sue's, all, chasing their tails as well, right? They're
I
chasing their
wasn't privy
tails
to
out
that
here as
intel.
well. And it pulls all of these, all of these mother freaking um
I ain't paying
bugs
for
out of the
shit.
woodwork, right?
Bear.
It
Good
pulls them
luck.
out of the woodwork.
I ain't paying for
They're all
nothing.
out crawling around. And and I know when I'm hitting home base, because Don Wells,
Like I said, I'm not
has
sure.
white boy.
I wasn't
He
privy
has
to that
white
intel.
boy, um over here in the back, like just
Come
last
on,
night was in the
dude.
back, writing stuff, private chat. He's
Oh,
and just now he was in the back, he's back there, and you know just popping up backstage. And
do it on.
that's how I know, because the one thing I learned early on is Don and Candace likes to get people like white boys and day days, and all of these sick, evil, twisted humans that don't care about a little 5-year-old girl, innocent child, done so sunny. They don't have no heart. They have no heart. They have no conscience. They have nothing. I mean, that's just who are. They're actually, where white boys concerned. Actually, where they're all concerned, that aiding and abetting the well.
Dude,
I
come
think they're
here.
just as evil,
Here you
just
go.
as heartless, and
Stay
just
up
as
there.
evil. You
Fight.
have to be as
Dude,
heartless and
fight.
evil to support that. That's my opinion. I'm going to keep it.
Sure, whatever you say.
And and white boy's Don's little beat, and Don gets great satisfaction out of running him like one too, right? Don knows how. Don Wells knows how to try to get people to go and do their freaking evilness. I mean, did you see Hunter going into the water? Did you see Chad Arnold meeting Candace up down at Fred's place?
Oh my
Do you
God.
see what I
Shut
mean?
the fuck up.
That's what I'm talking about.
Loki, you're literally like right in the fucking way, my guy. We're gonna have to fight this out. I have more content than you think. I'm just enjoying.
I'm going to tell you something.
I'm going to tell you something.
Andrew, you know, has a dog in a race.
Sure.
And it's not just his son, Hunter.
Well,
You think he cares about Hunter? He ain't ever gave a crap about Hunter.
Whatever you say.
If someone cares about their child, they're going to support their child. And that's something he did not want to do and didn't do. Right? He just wanted to keep up with Allison's life. And, you know, he wanted to keep up with Allison's life because his own life was so boring. His own life was so boring.
Sure.
He just wanted to keep up, you know,
Whatever
with somebody else's that wasn't.
Sure.
And you know, he didn't show up out here. For his son, he showed up out here for a profit.
Sure.
That's what he showed up out here for self-gain.
Sure.
For self-gain. Exactly. That's all he sees. You know, he sees dollar signs. And,
what the fuck?
And you know,
No, I don't know.
enough to get a pack of cigarettes is a lot of money to him.
No, it really ain't.
If that dude could just go to the corner store and get a pack of smokes, that's a lot of money to him.
No, it really isn't. Bitch. Oh, I broke.
And you know, he don't want to pay. He don't want to pay for everything to do, to know. And he ain't out here for, you know, he is out here for missing children anyway. Out here to try to protect his son that, you know, gave Candace the, you know, the freaking evil look, like, what the hell are you doing filming me right now? And then he tried to play it off. And then he went into the water and the camera goes off. And the next thing we know, Summer's on some milk jugs. Right? On some milk jugs. All dressed up in her brand new school outfit. Looking like, you know, she's no longer in this world. And I don't believe she was.
Oh my fucking.
And Candace was off to the second half of the bullshit. The gaslighting. Taking a little video close to home. They could, you know, bullshit narrative of abduction, which there was none. There was no, you know, absolutely no. Any way, form, or how of an abduction. None. No skid marks on the soul, no broken branches, no, you know, no skin, you know, no skin or you know, day that someone would have trying to get down that hill with a screaming 5-year-old kicking, screaming, biting kid. You know, 40-pound child. You know, that just wasn't going to happen.
You know.
All right. Hey, Carrie, I appreciate that super sticker, girlfriend. Absolutely. And look at that, Andrew. I know you jelly. I know you jelly, man. Because that's who you are. That's how you are. And, be jelly. What? Be jelly. Because, you know, I'm not supposed to get no satisfaction out of your jealousness. But
sure.
I'm going to this one time. Absolutely.
Sure.
Hey, girl, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Even more so making him pissed off. Right?
Sure, because I'm so pissy about nothing, dude.
You working for Summer tonight. You working for Summer tonight.
I found a real strange. Pandrew has been to jail for arson. His missing neiber's car was burned.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you, I got somebody telling me I'm talking to someone right now. I'm about to bring out some good stuff. Trust me, I'm going to be bringing out some really good stuff. I don't come in on Friday. Day over day days discussing if I'm a Catholic. Right? Oh, no, I don't bow down to statues. I'm sorry. No.
Wow.
I ain't no Catholic, that's for sure.
Shit, bro.
And, you know, and they ain't too educated.
Sure.
ain't too educated, because Friday to Saturday is the 7th. It's the 7th. I guess they don't really know who observes the 7th.
I
Right?
don't really give a fuck.
So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is.
You don't have to be educated not to give a fuck. Just saying.
Hey, I so appreciate it. Whoa.
Bella,
All
this shit-
right.
Bella,
Hold
this
on,
shit
I got back
fucking
up.
stupid.
Hey, Brad, I appreciate that, girl. Summer's horny. Absolutely. Woo, look at that, Andrew. Look at that. Oh boy, are you counting? You counting? Because that's number 2. If we get past 4 or 5, I'll count for you. I'll count for you, because I know you can't count that high, man. I know you won't be able to count that high, so I'll count for you. Oh, there's number 3 super sticker. All right. Australia, God bless, girl. I appreciate it. That's number 3, Andrew. That's number 3. God bless. God bless. Oh yeah. They like to threaten up. I'm that bitch mama bear. Absolutely. You know what, girlfriend? Yes, they do. You don't even know. You don't even know. I was getting everything from threats behind the scenes. I mean, like in private chat, I was getting threatened up. On Facebook, I was getting threatened up every way you can, and through emails, I was getting threatened up. Matter of fact, just the other night, I was really getting threatened up, and I posted that out on my Facebook. But and the phone, man, they was even threatening me up through music, like they was playing me. They was playing, actually, like calling me up and playing
Well, what I
songs,
miss?
like these songs to me. I'm like, what the freak, right? It was like, whoa, it might have, it might have shook me a little bit. I might have got shook, but I didn't get shook, because damn, those are the CDs I carry around in my vehicle, right? That's what I be banging to when I go out with my girlfriends, right? I'm like, shoot, that's my song, man. Yeah. I'd be singing along with it. I was singing along with it, I was like, heck yeah.
Fuck.
Hey, Brat, I appreciate it. Number four for coffee. Love
Okay.
you. Hey, girl. All right. How'd you know I was out of coffee? Wow. I got to think about that. That might keep me tonight. I appreciate it. God bless. Oh, number 5. Hey, Andrew, I might have to start counting for you now.
I don't give a shit.
Because we done hit 5.
Dude, I don't
that's your limit
fucking
right
care.
there, as high as you can count. So I'll let you know when 6, 7, and 8 comes through.
Like, I'm not using a little girl's name to profit.
Hey, girl,
bitch.
our bucket list has holes. Hey, I appreciate you guys staying strong. God bless. Much love. Oh, Rosemary Bly. Man, that's sick right there. That is really sick to come up under a missing mother's name. And that's like super evil. That's like super evil.
You might catch it.
You don't get no more evil than this. I got somebody in the back chat under Rosemary Bly. That's unacceptable right there.
No one cares, bro.
Unacceptable. Wow. And it says in the back chat, I am here from the prayer garden. Wow. That's about as low as you can go. I'm sure that's white boy, because last night he accidentally forgot to change his name, and it popped up right? He forgot to change it to something else, and it popped up in the back. So it's him. And man, that's pretty skanky. That's pretty skanky right there. Hey, Georgia Wildtown, number 6, super sticker. Oh, number 7. All right, another super sticker. Oh boy, Andrew. I know that you sitting over there. You just sitting over there right now. I promise you, sitting over there right now, looking just like this. You over there look like,
No.
ain't you? Yeah. Oh, boy, you really looking like that now. Another super face hat eyes. God bless, girl. I so appreciate it. Number 8, Andrew. Number 8. There we go. Whoop, whoop. Number 8. Whoop, whoop. Number 8.
Nothing.
I appreciate it, girls. God bless. Super sticker. Amen. I appreciate it. Yeah, try that on for size, Andrew. Try that on for size.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. All I got to say, it's a good thing one of us can count,
Hey.
right? Yeah. Hey, you make him cry. Yeah, he's like,
Love you, bye.
He's going to be over there boo-hoo and wowsy, woo-woo.
Wrong again.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yes, thank you for the support. God bless. Yeah, it is, Amanda. Absolutely. That is like the low of the low right there. I mean, this poor woman's missing. She's missing, and Red Ranger, I have to see you. You have to open the camera. If I can't see you, I can't let you up on panel. You got to open cam. Then you can close it back. I won't bring you up on panel until your camera's closed again. I just need to see you. Well, Red Ranger ain't opening the camera.
I agree, 420.
Can't let you up unless I see you. Sorry.
Okay.
And then, of course, me and someone went back over, put our stuff away.
Okay. You went back in.
Yeah, me and someone went back in the house.
Probably.
And then we were just doing normal stuff.
Okay.
On the house like we normally do. And I come out, Mom was sitting there.
Hey, can you re up their water, please?
I was like, what are you doing? What are you staring at? She's like, these plants, I gotta get them transplanted. I was like, well, summer will help us, so I went back in. By that time, she was sitting on the floor playing with her toys.
Right here?
We know that there wasn't. We know for a fact there was, no flower planting. There was no washing hands. There was no getting no piece of candy. There was no, going into the house. There was none of that. Absolutely none of that.
No, in the kitchen where we were just at.
Okay.
She was actually sitting on the floor playing with the toys at
Yeah,
the time.
I farm bomb
I'll
do it again,
left
too.
the toys a mess, of course. That's cool.
Yeah,
Then we
well,
walked
that's
over
what kids do.
here.
It's their job.
What?
Okay.
We walked over here and we transplanted these cactuses from the little pots that they were in. And transplanted these.
I know they didn't. No, they didn't. Where's the little pots? Where's the little pots? Because these people don't ever throw away nothing, right? They don't throw away anything. I mean, look at this place.
Jesus Christ.
All the shit's there, and everything I see is full. Everything, I don't see no little pots. Why wasn't Candace picking up the little pots? Saying these little pots right here. Right here they are, because they would have still been there. They would have still been there. but there's no little pots, right? There's no little pots because there was no flower planting that day. And who the hell calls out a little 5-year-old child to plant cactuses? Who tells a little child, hey, come out here and let's plant? Ain't that kind of like saying, come out here and let's walk on cactuses? I mean, a little kid can't, those when you're planting a cactus, oh my goodness, if you just barely touch a cactus, it puts one of those burrs in your finger, right? You get one of those things in your finger, and that thing freaking hurts. It hurts and hurts and hurts until you can get it to work itself out of there. And and that's nobody has a child anywhere near a cactus. I would even let a cactus in my house or upon my property when my children were little. And I still don't. Because, I know how painful them things can be if you accidentally,
my kids would plant cactuses if I had them
or something, and it sticks into your elbow or your hand or whatever. I don't allow those things anywhere near me or my children.
Kids can.
I knew people that had a fetish for those things, and I'm not saying they're not cute. I'm just saying I don't like them,
right?
Because I know what they can do to you, if you accidentally, be reaching for something.
You ain't got to be afraid
and bump into it.
They're just big mad because we better than them.
It could be, it could be a nightmare for a few days.
That's all it is. They just big mad.
Well, it's working itself out of there. I think all of us know, it's bad enough. It's bad enough, right? That when you're running around in the yard or whatever, you end up, sometimes you might end up stung by a bee. And, cactus, actually, a bee sting, is, painful at first. And then it goes away, right? It goes away pretty quickly. The cactus thing, is one of those things that gets worse with time. It don't get better, right?
I'm bad.
I mean, it just gets worse. The pain increases. It doesn't decrease if you don't get that thing out, if you ain't able to work it out.
Yeah.
It's like a freaking splinter. Yeah, they're sleeping in a camper, not planning, right? I don't think anybody. I mean, Grandis just got a big shot in the knee, right? She just got a big shot in the knee, and I'm going to tell you that hurt. That mother freaking hurt. And I'm going to tell you right now, she didn't go in that camper and take no nap. You're not going to take a nap with that kind of pain.
Sure.
Absolutely not.
Whatever you say, sweetie.
No.
I've seen people get those shots, and I'm gonna tell you now, their adrenaline's got them wide awake and got them wide awake for a while.
Some people got better.
Absolutely sad eyes. Absolutely. They need to stop lying and tell the truth. I agree with you.
You need to go
I
fuck
absolutely,
yourself.
positively agree with you, sweetie.
Dirty fake Christian.
Absolutely.
Bigger pot and that one in that bigger pot. And then she took the rocks that we've gotten from different gem mines when we went up
Them are not gem mine rocks. That's mother freaking gravel like they got on the driveway.
What up,
That's
dude?
freaking
Go on.
gravel in there. These are gravel. Right?
How you
And
doing?
I bet Chris was just like shaking his head. Looks like the driveway to me. Right?
The Gatlinburg and stuff.
Okay.
And she's the one that spreaded all the rocks around in here.
So
And she put her puppies in here.
this
She wanted-
stupid fuck is running her mouth about fucking
Right there's the difference.
um
On one side is
all
gem mine rock.
and
On the
I
other
look at it like
side
this.
is mother freaking gravel.
I
And
look
what
at it
did
like
you
this,
guys see?
like,
What did you see? Did you see number 1 or did you see number 2?
I look at it like this.
I
they're
see
all
number
liars.
2.
They really are.
I see mother freaking
Every
gravel
fucking one of them
in
lying
those
sack
plants.
shit.
There was no
There's no
nothing.
that they did. What?
You know, hell to the no.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, Greatest had a shot in her fucking knee. Okay, that don't mean
Yeah,
don't be,
right?
I seen people walk the fuck up out of that
I'm gonna tell
without a
you.
care in the world.
No,
People's pain tolerance are different. It varies from person to person.
right,
Candace
Chris?
and I got up that morning.
It's fucking
She came out
disgusting.
and took me to my
My mama
into
used
the
to
ER
get
because my leg was messing up on me.
and
I swear it sounded like she said feed him.
and
Right.
and fish
We were
after
afraid
the appointment because
something was wrong with
time she had
my knee. I have a knee replacement.
no pain to enjoy yourself.
And she was worried that there
Exactly.
was something wrong with it. And she took me into the hospital.
I don't know why we were looking at
Yeah.
rocks. I was doing something else.
I ended up getting for it.
Because maybe she needs to start
Hey,
kicking
CJ.
some, or maybe she smoked.
Asking prayers for
I
my
don't know.
sibling
Lisa.
who needs a transplant.
But they're big mad because
If it
Candace was
is
in my
God's
chat
will.
earlier today.
I have lost
So
a
Candace was
sibling
saying, come over and
already
chit-chat
this
for a few
year.
minutes
Hey, girl,
about nothing.
God's will is
They had
your
no
will.
idea about
If
her
it's
child.
if
No.
it's something righteousness, if it's something
But
that's righteousness,
gonna
just
mute
know
her.
that His will.
Just know that his will doesn't like people lying on him. Okay? I'm gonna mute her because then I'm gonna talk for a little bit because this bitch is making my fucking head hurt. But no, listen, all right. Candace was in my chat earlier today. She come in, I asked how she was doing, what's up, what's going on, and it was a simple conversation. And now all these people over here are big mad because I'm not trying to force questions down her throat and try to force her to answer them. No. I think it really depends on the person who is working on the knee. If they know what they are doing, it could be painful. It could be painful. It could not be. You're right, Pizza. You're absolutely right. And like I said earlier, like I said when she came in my chat, like don't be bombarding her with questions. She's over here to enjoy and have a good laugh and just to chill out. There's nothing wrong with that. But I have definitely thought Candy would have wanted to go home after getting her. Some people do, some people don't. Some people take it. Some people it work. Like I said, it all depends on the person. Just saying. Maybe it was like what Disco said. Maybe it was the only time she had relief from the pain and she just went. Excuse me. And now they're trying to sit here and figure out shit. Fuck that. It's ridiculous. It's pretty sad that you can't have a simple person come over and chit chat with you without people without people making shit up. It's just ridiculous.
And I apologize. I'm blocked. As everybody knows, I have a missing daughter. She's been gone for 12 years.
Oh goodness! Now she's trying to take the focus off of of the real topic, which is
Maybe
summer
she
moon
just
Utah
wanted
Wells,
to get
and
out
she
and
wants to
enjoy
put it
nature
on
while
her
she was
daughter
away.
now,
I
and she
agree.
wants to put it on, you know,
Now,
she wants to go put it on the YouTubers. It's the same shit with her, Candace, and Don Wells. All three of them want to talk about anything and everything but summer. They
sure,
don't want to talk about summer.
she had too much of that forceful
And all I
question,
could say is,
that
had not
forceful
again.
question asking, in my opinion. She
And
has
I couldn't do nothing but cry.
the past.
And we yelled for
She
her.
has
And
in
we
the
yelled
past
for her.
answered
And
whatever
yelled for
they
her.
liked her to answer or not. I agree,
We
Dee
could
Dee.
not find her.
I
Candy was in
agree.
hysterics.
It just pisses me off that she
And
cannot go somewhere and have a simple fucking human conversation without fucking idiots running their mouths.
Hey, she's not in the fucking corner. There she
yes, I
is.
am. I'm scratching my back. I'm in the corner.
There she is.
How you
Your
doing,
turn.
Leslie?
I just want to thank everybody for helping my daughter. And
Oh, here we go. More
thank
of this
everybody
bullshit.
for prayers for my granddaughter.
Thank you again for coming in, Dee Dee.
And thank you so much, Benny.
Granny seems like she would be a nature lover, especially the way
You got
we
a
just talked
special
about
spot in
her
my heart,
trying
bud.
to pick flowers. I agree.
Where's the tears? Where's the tears?
You don't need to
Sounds
have
to
tears
me
to
like
be
she's
happy,
got a
you
thing for
stupid
Benny
bitch.
too, like she did Jose and every other and anything else that mother freaking moved up on that hill, right?
Chris is the one who kind of threw eight.
She ain't no tears. Where's the tears, Grandma? Where's the tears?
And we all know
It
Chris
sounds to me
McDonough's
like you and
words
your
ain't
daughter's up there
worth a
laughing and
shit.
partying and having a damn good time. And your granddaughter's missing, right? Your granddaughter is
Lord
missing.
forbid they fucking.
This is what they're really
Oh,
doing.
no.
This right here is what they're really doing.
They can't
They
live.
don't care about, summer and summer being missing.
Always love the outdoors.
They don't care about that. These are some
There you
really
go.
evil. I mean, this is a woman that
Thank
left
you
her
for
own
saying that,
kids,
Lisa.
right? She walked out and left her own children behind.
Oh my fucking god!
I mean, how could you expect
Shut
anything
the
more
fuck
from her
off.
daughter, right? This woman right here, her and Candace are the apple don't fall far from the tree, right? They're two peas in the same pot.
Excuse anyone, but I don't. But I do feel people are holding back. Someone knows.
Yeah,
Someone knows something.
disgusting, right?
Know.
She's up there scratching
Yeah,
herself.
probably.
She's up there scratching herself because that's what you got to do on 110 Ben Hill Road.
You're not wrong.
You got to scratch yourself. That's how disgusting it is. You're always itching.
I'm looking at it like this, Bella. If there's not enough evidence to convict, there's not enough evidence to convict. You know what I'm saying?
We
I mean,
never
they
did
don't
find her.
know
She called
what any of these
911
cats said
and
to
she
the
called
police.
Donnie
And the
they said the
investigators
boys don't
know none of that.
Hey, Kim, how you doing, girlfriend?
They ain't got enough.
Good to see you. Good in here. God bless. Much love.
Charges.
the hill, and I stood in front of the
I'm just saying.
over by the
You
edge
know,
there
I'm
and
not
watched
saying
them.
one's guilty and one's not.
And
I'm just saying what we all know. Now,
I was
we don't
praying to
know
God
shit.
every minute that nobody would take them.
Lady most likes
And there was no sign of her.
collecting rocks and making.
Do you believe
jewelry.
that someone took Summer,
From
or
my
do you believe
understanding,
that
that
she
is cool.
wandered off? What do you
Pizza,
think
that is
happened?
cool.
I believe somebody took her. I know people say
They
it doesn't
believe what
happen,
they
but
want
it
to
does
believe
happen.
at this moment.
It
At this
happens in
moment,
small towns.
it's
It
either
happens in big towns.
she basically put
It
on
happens
Harry
in the
Potter's
country.
cloak and went poof.
It happens in small
It
towns.
disappeared
It happens in
quicker
big
quicker
towns.
than
It
the shadow
happens in the
finger in your
country.
bedroom.
No,
It's all we
not
know.
very.
I
Matter
agree.
of fact,
Somebody knows something,
usually in the
but everybody
country,
knows. But all we
usually
know
in
is
the
we don't know
country,
nothing.
like you have people who go in and take out whole families, right? Not one person. They go in and take out whole families.
Yeah, you could be right. Too.
So
Somebody,
no, it really doesn't happen in
blackmail
the
them.
country like
That
that.
could be a truth too.
In small towns and big towns, when you live close to main roads or you're out shopping or
Loki.
most people just don't come up missing from inside their house when there's four other people in there.
Go do some homework.
And old grandma sitting at the camper door, right? When there's three big boys and mom inside the house, and big granny sitting out at the camper looking at everything with her big eyes and hearing everything with their big ears, and grinning at everything with her big teeth.
No.
No, it don't happen. It doesn't happen.
And I believe they took it.
Oh, of course you do. Of course you do, because you don't want to go to prison for telling the truth. So, of course, that's the scenario you guys wanted to set your sight on from day one, when you were, plotting and planning against this little girl up until the point she completely came up missing.
But from my
Of course you do. That's the narrative you've been pushing the whole time, that you didn't want law enforcement on the property. You want them, to send them chasing a ghost that it wasn't out there. And as far as abduction was concerned, right? No, Granny, in my opinion, you know exactly what happened to your granddaughter at the swimming hole. Where was you? Was you at Allison's house in bed with her? Or was you really at the swimming hole in the vehicle? Where in the hell was you, to be honest? Where was you?
That ain't your fucking concern.
Because, at this point, we really don't know now. We really don't know now.
Because it ain't your fucking business, you dumb filthy.
Do you have an attorney yourself?
No, ma'am.
You're going to hell.
He can call me anytime. He can pull up in this yard and knock on my door and ask me any questions he wants to ask.
Why does law enforcement need to come seek you when it's your granddaughter missing? If your granddaughter was truly missing, Miss Grandass, I think you would be looking for them. They wouldn't need to come looking for you, right?
Sure. Whatever you say, sweetie.
If you really truly had a missing child, you're going to be looking for law enforcement. They ain't going to be needing to look for you unless your ass is guilty. Unless your ass is guilty, then they're going to have to come look for you, because you're trying to dodge them. You're trying to dodge them because you're all paranoid and shit, and you think they're able to read your mind and see the guilt in your ass and know exactly what the fuck you did, and you're all paranoid and shit, and that's why you're trying to hide from them, right?
Ain't nobody
absolutely,
Brett.
Absolutely, and that's the truth. When you're guilty ass mother freaking person, that's exactly what your ass is doing. You're all fridging up like, oh, I know they know I'm guilty. Oh my gosh, I know they can read my mind. Oh my gosh, this and that. And you're all paranoid and shit, right? And they can't help but to be that way, because that's the, law enforcement, honey, they don't look at you. They look like they looking through you.
Oh my God.
They look like their ass is looking straight through you. They act like they know everything, a whole bunch of stuff about you, when they don't even know nothing. And that intimidates the hell out of uneducated people like this right here, that knows nothing, that knows really nothing about, how law enforcement works.
Trust me.
How often are you in contact with law enforcement, whether it be Hawkins County Sheriff's Office, TBI, even FBI?
Yeah, she always does that. She always does that.
They have not contacted me since.
She always does that.
The YouTubers were down here.
Hold on. I got Maddie. I got Maddie in the back somewhere. Oh, there she is. How's it going, girlfriend?
Hello, good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
That's good. What have you been up to?
Not much. Not much. What you been up to?
That's good. Yeah, not much, eh?
You been
Just
up to
had a
being
shower
good?
and did my skincare.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that. You're absolutely beautiful. You're a beautiful, beautiful young lady.
Thank you.
You need to.
I had to wash
stay
my
that way,
toe.
girlfriend.
Had to wash my toe. It's all better now.
Right? I'm
Looks
glad to hear
gross.
that. Hey, you got a beautiful mama too. Your mama's
Yeah, I
beautiful.
do.
You take care of her. You hear me?
I definitely will.
Absolutely.
She makes me
Yeah, I know.
laugh
I've
all
seen
the
that
time.
computer.
Yeah, she does. She does.
or I start to laugh and then she'll start to laugh.
Yeah. I love your mama. And
Yeah,
you got a
she's
beautiful
lovely.
family. You got a beautiful family, girlfriend. Hang on to
I
that.
sure do, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Two
Absolutely.
beautiful cats too.
Oh,
All right, guys, I cannot do this bitch's voice anymore. I can't do it in my head. And if you're wondering why I'm saying ow every 2 seconds, it's because this dude's got his claws in me.
Hi, Loki, say hi. Hi to the people.
But yeah, so I can't do her voice anymore, y'all. It hurts my head. So I'm gonna sit here chit chat with y'all for a minute. And then I'm going to go lay down with my wife because it is literally 12:30 a.m. EST, and this woman just hurts my soul. I don't understand why she just can't get over the fact that she don't know shit. I don't understand it. Like every fucking night, it's the same bullshit. And it hurts my head. She says the same shit repetitively in different ways. And why am I up here going over it? Because she's a dirtbag and people need to see how a dirtbag acts. You want to call the TBI on me and my people? Go ahead. I don't think we should waste TBI's time with false information. We should only focus on the main suspects who were on the hill and at the time because it's unfair to those hardworking people there. I agree, pizza, but at this point in the game, there's no evidence of shit that's been released to the public. There's no suspect list that's been released to the public. None of it. Whatever they have, they are refusing to release to the public. And it's not on the fake ass investigators of YouTube to figure this out because it's not going to happen. And what she don't realize is, yes, I can put an active civil lawsuit against her and get her for everything she said to me. Every fucking bit of it. No, he's just saying in general. In general, Lisa. In general. But right now, as it stands, nobody knows what's up. Nobody knows what's down. Nobody's giving out any intel, nothing. So, yep. I agree. Only credible tips, not gossip. But by the looks of it, every day PG looks more and more suspect. So if somebody calls TBI on her for her so-called I know for fact statements, then that's a her problem. Do we know for sure PG wasn't on the hill? I remember her story when Candace took a lie detector test. She talked like she was there, describing the look of Candace's face. Yeah, she talks like she was on the hill. So there's no guarantees that she wasn't. Is what I'm and yeah, maybe she should be looked into. Because ain't nobody looking into me. Or my people. And I think it's hilarious that they think that TBI is going to come kick down my door. Good luck, sweetie. Ain't nobody kicking down my fucking door. All right. Your nail is in a place it really shouldn't be, my dude. I love you. Your nail should not be in a place it shouldn't be. Okay? It should not be there. No. Don't put your nail back there. That freaking hurt. I love you. You smell good. You look good. I gave you a waterless bath because it's safe for kitties. and it's vet approved. So that's good. Don't shake your head no at me, Stark. I know, I gotta give you another freaking flea bath. Ugh. But alright, guys, I'm gonna shut this down. I am going on 10 minutes past my allotted. So you guys have a good evening, a good night. Try not to fight or fall for the BS. But I'm out. Much love. I'll see you guys in the next. I'm gonna go hang out with my wife.